I've been rambling. Let's say a big cheer to the magic of editing and see how much I can trim this down. But I am now going to try and be a little concise. Talk about the big three. Racism. I'm a white guy. The normal white guy response I get when I say racists are dorks is a rush to point out someone else is racist. Point out what I think equates as racism from the Israel state. Some people bother to point out Robert Mugabe in Zimbabwe, who's a colossal dork. And some people will point out how some Asian countries, Japan in particular, has incredibly racist policies. So if I'm understanding this right, your justification for being a fuckbag is, I know there are other fuckbags on the planet. So you're going to spend your whole life being the lowest sort of fuckbag because other fuckbags exist. You stick with that. I reckon you'll have a great life, buddy. Homophobia. Now, I get fag as an insult, guys. I'm male. I went to primary school too. And when you're young, that's the ultimate insult. Fag, pushta, homo. I was a school kid once. I grew the fuck up. Honestly, adhering to a term like gay as an insult astonishes me just in its stupidity. Here's the thing. You call someone a fag. It's either true or it's not. If it's true, how could it possibly be an insult? It's just a factual description. If it's not, how could it be an insult because it isn't true? So what I always say when the idiots start slagging me in comments going, "You're nothing but a fag. Are you gay?" Well, the only possible reason you could want to know whether or not I'm gay is if you want to suck my cock. That counts if you're male or female. If you're female and you want to suck my cock, you'd be a bit disappointed if I turned out to be gay, because I probably wouldn't be up for it. And if you're male, the only reason you could possibly care if I was gay is if you wanted to suck my cock, because then you'd know whether you got a yes or a no answer. So, you know, do you want to suck my cock? And can I just say, still one of the funniest things I ever see is supposed abuse left in comments for some of the really high-profile gay YouTubers, Michael Buckley, Chris Crocker, whoever, saying, "You fag!" Really? That's what you can come up with? Someone who's openly gay and you think you're going to upset them by saying, "You fag." Feel free to leave abusive comments on mine saying, "You heterosexual white guy." Before I finish with homophobia, I wouldn't be surprised if someone brings up the homosexual agenda. Something that I find really humorous. It's frequently brought up by conservatives, I mean the ultra-conservatives, the stupid one, not just intelligent people who happen to hold conservative values. The ultra-orthodox religious right, nutbags in other words, they basically tell us the gays are trying to subvert our way of life. I think it's safe to say the gays don't give a shit about your way of life. The idea that there's some secret society of gay people meeting in a dark, smoke-filled room somewhere planning the homosexual agenda, I just find that kind of funny. Okay, now for sexism. Now, the worst proponents of sexism that I see, they're not alone, but the worst proponents I see are heterosexual males. And on YouTube, usually young heterosexual males. Which is kind of bizarre, because when you're a young heterosexual male, the one thing you can think of is getting some action. And a tip, guys, because you seem way too stupid to work it out yourself, sitting there slagging off women as a whole and being an obnoxious little prick, pretty much going to guarantee you stay celibate. I recently did a collaboration with a few other people. Did a music video for a song by NSG and Ms. Kaz, boyfriend-girlfriend. Went up on Valentine's Day, was featured on the Australian and New Zealand pages. It's been viewed quite a lot, basically my most successful video. As everyone regular has pointed out, also completely unlike almost everything I do. But that's by the by. Oh, sea spray on my camera. Ew, move.